Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Let's do Eden runs because my confidence has been shaken from doing lost runs, but there was a lost daily today that was a lot of fun and I did really well on. That was a good time. HBC3PY21, good damage. Seems like a decent rate of fire, but I can't for the life of me fathom why, because none of our items buff it, I think, unless Jar of Tears lowers tear delay, which would actually make it an item that's at least worth picking. I don't know. Basically, I don't know what's going on here. It's a great run, though. Like, we don't quite have Tammy's Head level Isaac's Jar of Tears, but it recharges really quickly, which is nice. And our damage is awesome, and our HP is actually really, really good. Like, this is like an 8 out of 10 Eden start right here. We also have consumables, which is sort of rare. And Two of Clubs will actually double those consumables if we desire. High rate of fire means that any tier effect that is good is going to be even better as a result of the fact that we can use it that much more frequently, which is exactly what happened right there with God's Flesh. Yeah, this one, we've got a great foundation. Let's just leave it at that for now. I don't want to get overly cocky and cause myself any problems here, but this is pretty great so far. In fact, God's Flesh may even make Isaac's Jar of Tears a little bit better. The fact that it can actually shrink multiple enemies, although it's relatively unlikely to do so, could be big for us. Yeah, this is, I mean, what more can I say except for repeating myself? This is really, really good. Bombs are key. That's actually pretty amazing as well, because now we actually have enough keys to go to almost every item room for the rest of the run, and we're only on the second floor here. First floor, actually. We started a minute 23 ago. Let's not get greedy with that second floor business. This is one of those runs where, you know, you look at it at first and you're like, how the hell is this going to go wrong? Like, can it even go wrong? I'm kind of skeptical, honestly, because we start with so much HP that even taking, like, a ill-advised deal with the devil just to get precedent can't really put us in too dangerous of a position. So, hopefully we just, I mean, a horrible experimental treatment, I guess. But that's pretty probabilistically unlikely. Let's pop two of spades here. Blow this up. Small rock. 2 spirit hearts is also great. Ragman, he ain't getting shrunk. But look at the damage that we're doing. It might not seem like that much, but it actually is pretty worthwhile. The one thing I will say is we haven't really had an opportunity to use God's Flesh, and if I have one overarching problem with God's Flesh, it's that so rarely do I seem to get a chance to actually use it effectively. Because, like, so many enemies either shoot bullets or create another enemy when you kill them that it's just, you know, a fool's gamble to try to step on one of these guys. But we did manage to make it happen against one spider there. We got a box. We're not going to explode. Probably the best thing we get out of this box, barring a great pill, which we did not get, was Samson's lock, and then I guess the consumables. Kind of a whiff on that cardboard box, if I'm being honest. So, fuck everything I said about this being a good run. It's fucking bullshit. Fucking sucks. It's made it so that I can't stop cursing. Fuck shit, damn. We're gonna be up to 11 there and another tower card. Well, got a decent amount of money at least. I am gonna pop the tower card. We have homing bombs, so I'm not sure if that actually made that safer or much more dangerous. 7 keys, good amount of money to probably facilitate going to our shop, and a good amount of money to probably buy something once we get in there. I guess the keys get us into the shop, and then the money gets us something from the shop, but you get the idea. Yet another key. That was actually a really good Curse of the Maze, so I didn't... Curse of the Maze on that second one just teleported me to the room I was already going to, but I guess because it's a big room, it did the shake thing. Oh well. Lucky me, I guess. Should probably, if I'm distant from enemies, why not use Isaac's Jar of Tears a little bit? But I would love to replace this with a better spacebar item at the game's earliest convenience. Eden's Blessing. Good item for lower tier delay, or just the tiers up, I guess. Great item if you're looking at your run as kind of like part of a streak. So the fact that this makes our next run even better is wonderful. Let's take our card and hope that it's useful, and it was immediately useful. Although, we could have used that to get a spirit heart instead of a key, which might have been more valuable, but that also would have required backtracking, and I can be a little bit lazy about that. Alright, this is a big one. Deal with the Devil's important here. We haven't gotten any HP yet, but we could get some from this boss. Truth be told, we don't need it. I would much rather have, like, any form of DPS, but this could either... let me put it this way. I think we're on our way to a fairly smooth victory, barring, like, catastrophically bad RNG, which, of course, is a possibility. Will this help us or be a momentary roadblock? The Halo definitely helps. Yeah, Krampus cannot give us an item we don't want here. So I would say that the Krampus play here is actually good for us. It actually gives us an added benefit of maybe being able to get deals with the Angel later on, which are not better from a mechanical standpoint, but are at least more interesting maybe, because they're a little rarer. That is not small rock. It is golden keys, and we got a bomb back. Sure, let's do some exploration here. Let's do some backtracking. We got a little time. Yeah, that was pretty good. We got like 14 cents out of that. And that's going to allow us to get car battery, which is ridiculously good when we're talking about, Krampus's head. Yeah, okay, let's move along. We bought 2 of hearts as well, which is probably largely irrelevant, but maybe we can use it for a blood bank or something later. This is real good so far. Catacombs 1. Let's actually take advantage of some of our Krampus's head action. The ideal outcome for Krampus's head is basically, well, with car battery at least, you want to get like one that doesn't rotate and one that rotates. And then it's pretty difficult to not hit everything. If we could just buff it, we could actually, like, buff the recharge rate. We could actually change it so that we can use Krampus's head much more frequently. And then it's a viable part of pretty much any run. Which doesn't always happen. Sometimes Krampus's head, you know, you kind of look a gift horse in the mouth, because Lump of Coal is passive, but, you know, Krampus's head could be totally fine for us. D10 is interesting mechanically, non-functional in practice, so not even dysfunctional. I would say, like, there's no function to it, most of the time. Rarely functional. Ah, that was bad. Forgot that we had homing bombs, so our tinted rock will not explode. We will definitely do this room, although I may wait until we have one more Krampus's head charge. Then I realize, wait a minute, maybe we should just do it now, save Krampus's head for the boss. Samson's Lock or Liberty Cap. Or Blasting Cap, or whatever kind of stupid cap that is. There's rooms of freaking Washington Capitals. There's caps everywhere in here. I'm going to take Liberty Cap because I am boring sometimes when it comes to my trinket usage, and I know what this one does, and I like it, and it's been an asset to the company. Thanks for your service. Here's your gold watch. Definitely use Krampus's head on the boss. Another Spirit Heart. Selfishly, I am still hoping for a deal with the devil, because it's the easiest shortcut to success. I know I said definitely use Krampus's head on the boss. Desperate times call for desperate measures. We will... Yeah, we haven't been to our shop yet, but we almost certainly, I would say, will have enough money to get an arcade on the next floor. Although, to be honest with you, the more money we pick up and get to 15 cents or get closer to 15 cents, the less likely we are to have 5 cents left on the next floor, because we'll actually definitely go to our shop and possibly buy something as well, now that we actually can afford to buy something. This is bad. This is not good. Holy crap, we're still alive. A lot of succeeding with Isaac dodges is just believing that you can. And that was on display there. Oh, don't telepills me all the way back here, you freaking dirty dog. Kind of a long Catacombs 1, you gotta admit. So we have our shop. We're not gonna fight greed, which means there's pretty much no chance that we have a charge for our boss fight, I think. Tear Detonator is good. It's good enough that I may consider it. I don't know. It's a tough decision. Does car battery tear detonator work the way I think it would work, which is basically just to make it twice as good, like create twice as many tiers from each tier? If that's the case, it's a lovely item. Does it beat Krampus's head? I don't know. Oh, dude, this is super good. We actually got Matchbook just in time. Thank God for holy water. We got Matchbook just in time to be able to fight an angel statue and get some angel precedent. You know, that to me says keep Krampus's head. The fact that we were able to just destroy that angel statue in no time flat. Plus we get an arcade on the next floor possibly. There's value there. Curse of the Maze for the 900th time. So those extra bombs did help me out. It's looking like this will probably be a Mega Satan run, which honestly is more fun, but also calls the run, its ability to do that into question a little bit more, because we're fighting a boss that is substantially more difficult than just your standard way through the game. I will admit, you know, I'm not gonna talk shit too much, because we had the Halo, which is pretty good, and you know, Eden's Blessing is pretty good, and God's Flesh is pretty good, but we're kind of lacking in, like, you know, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me style items here. We don't really have anything that just, you know, imposes our will upon the game right now. Krampus' head accepted, but we can only use that once every few rooms, right? So, something like a Death's Touch would be a beautiful selection if it comes upon us here. It would have to be via an item room or some non-devil room encounter. I'm just gonna... don't blow him up! Forgot, I don't want greater deal with the devil chance. I want my deals with the angel. That ain't working, that's not the way you do it. Play the judgment, get your free HP. That ain't working, that's not the way you do it. Northernlion's throwing in the non-daily. I mean, it was not elegant, but it at least rhymed. The first couplet, first part of that couplet I'm prouder of, I guess, is the honest-to-God truth there. Okay. Active items in the shop. These are not a few of my favorite things. Ouija board, also not really that useful. Golden heart, also not really that useful. Probably. Bad damage on my part. Let's not do that. Instead, let's pick up, so now everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Just dropping some plates. Let's try to pick up Magic Mush, which obviously did not work out. We did find our regular secret room. No, that's, I mean, it felt like it should be a second secret room. I just got confused with the sound of it. You know what? I think we can totally justify Bob's brain. Our damage right now is not that good. That's a good return on our investment financially on that room, but unfortunately for that room, we have no need for that much money, and our bombs are somewhat more scarce. I didn't realize that I could step on that guy before he actually became vulnerable, so it's good for us. Bob's brain is a little bit back in our chain here. I'm not a huge fan of that. Makes it a little harder to land it, but when we do, it's still not insignificant damage, man. One of these days we will have Krampus' head ready for our boss fight. I guarantee it. And when that day comes, whoa, Mom is going to be destroyed. I think we're just going to leave this floor. I'm not going to worry about looking for an arcade. We don't want IV bag. Blood bag would be fine, but I kind of feel like why bother at this point. Boss trap could give us something, but we've got a really, really good line on doing boss rush. Not even stealing an item from it, but just doing boss rush. You know what? Sure, I'll come back here. Just remember, game, you brought that justice upon yourself. Okay, looks like all of our special rooms are kind of in the same direction here. Step on this guy. And don't have any interest in opening up iron chests. Iron chests are like, if we're so strong that we don't even have to think about taking damage on the room, or we're really low on consumables. We'll consider that, but as of right now, neither of those are true, so I'm not going to worry about it. This Two of Hearts, is it ever going to be useful? I would err on the side of it probably never giving us much, so, you know, don't get your hopes up too high. That was great. That spider almost fucking Bo Scorvat toe dragged me through the 5-hole. Sometimes you gotta let your inner Canadian out. I'm not just an inner Canadian, I'm an outer Canadian as well. You know, based on the fact that it's in my DNA. Don't even want to talk about Blue Hourglass. I belabored the point enough. I don't really understand how to use it, and that makes it unfamiliar to me, which scares and threatens my worldview, so I'm just gonna stay away from it for now. I think we use a key rather than using 2 bombs to get in here. I'm just like, I'm waiting for a fucking damage upgrade. Give me a damage upgrade. I compel you. And you know what? We can take Fanny Pack. I can at least feel okay about taking Fanny Pack. Get into our secret room. Take some money. Okay, keep in mind we are probably fighting an angel statue here and getting our second key piece. Just to give us the best chance possible for that. I guess I'll donate as much money as I can. The only, like, raw damage upgrade you can get on your shop is Champion Belt. So, I'm not worried about the opportunity cost of doing what I'm doing here. And I'm not too worried about missing out on an arcade on the next floor either. Based on my actions thus far. Be a good time to start thinking about maybe picking up a, better card. Two of Hearts isn't going to give us too much value. 5 extra cents. I don't think we need to donate that. We've already got our Angel Chance, like... it was probably already, like, 100 or near 100 before. That was just... Even as I was stepping on the enemy, I was like, this is dumb. He's going to make more enemies. But I did it anyway. That's never stopped me. I can't believe that, yet again, we're one room shy of being able to actually use Krampus's head here. But, on the bright side, we'll be able to use it for our angel statue, which should exist here. Although, 2 Gertie Juniors, I might rather just have it ready and available right off the bat. Bob's Brain. Oh, we got both of them. That's rare. I think we must have the range necessary to hit them here. At least as they're coming down, we got the range necessary to hit them. Oh my god. This is not bad. This is not bad. Ah! It got slightly bad. Speed upgrade. Deal with the angel. We got bombs remaining. Dead Sea Scrolls and a Holy Mantle. To whom do I owe the pleasure? At least we got our key piece complete. I don't know, man. This run has not gotten better. It's not bad. I would never say that this is a bad run right now, but it hasn't really gotten better at all since like the second floor. Yo, please stop making creep. Like, this is just annoying. Another Spirit Heart. These actually are starting to become relevant. You know what? Maybe that arcade starts to become relevant as well. Maybe I really do want an HP upgrade more than I originally thought. Maybe it is actually necessary for me. Maybe we started with 3 HP, now we got 5. We've given up 0 to Deals with the Devil. It's been scarcer than I'd like to admit so far. Also, if they give me the IV bag, I can go into the curse room without taking any Spirit Heart damage, which would be beautiful. But you know what? Blood bag is also great. I didn't mean to pick that up, actually. I know you might think that I meant to pick it up because I walked towards it at full speed. That was not the case. I would have preferred to have not picked that up. Are we going to go to our curse room? I would like to say yes. I think we probably will. It's going to depend on some factors. You know, boss rush. How does boss rush look for us? Apart from that... You know, actually another thing it'll depend on is how do Spirit Hearts look for us. Because I'll probably not be able to get around losing a Spirit Heart on the way in. Tear Detonator again. Donated 3 cents. For what purpose? Honestly, I don't really know. Oh, God, stand still. Stand still. If you stand, they see with motion. You can't see them. They can't see you. You can't see me. Bum, ba, dum, bum. I don't watch wrestling. If you laughed at that, you're part of the problem. Not because you like wrestling, because you're laughing at my John Cena meme I don't even understand. We can't abide memes without intent. We do want that. Okay, well, we got 3 minutes-ish to decide how to handle this boss fight here. Could go fight Mom right away. I don't think that's the right call. I think you look for a tinted teleport card, which is not a thing. Gotta find your item room. Probably go to the curse room. No cards in there. Clark Kent, now there was a real gent. He would not be caught swinging around in no jungle escape. Dumb as an ape in the forest. That was just my opportunity to show off my Crash Test Dummies impression. Tarzan, there was a real man. I don't even remember the rest of that song, even though, like all good Canadians, we owned all the Crash Test Dummies albums. I forget, what's the gist of It's like, There were birthmarks all over her body. She couldn't quite explain it. They'd always just been there. Something like that. Something like a song that speaks to me deeply. Do people even know who the crash test dummies are anymore? Probably not as much as I'd like to think. Not that they deserve it either way, but, you know, I'm not taking a stand too firmly here. Fuck. Alright, well, we got 3 bombs. I think we just fight the boss, and you know what? Maybe do boss rush. But let's try it. Nothing there. I mean, we could add streamer. It makes sense to donate your money if you don't want it, so that you can use it on a future run. That's technically true. I guess we'll take 5 cents and buy the spirit heart at the end of this. Yeah, we might as well buy the bomb as well. There's basically no value in the Bible. We don't need to instant kill mom. Hopefully we just get an ability to fly. Okay, well the good news is, without a teleport card, we have a choice in boss rush. We only have to do it if we actually like what it's got. And if it sucks, we'll just tell it to F off forever. We'll take the Polaroid, take the spirit heart. Fuck. It's good. It's good enough, at least. Quad shot is pretty okay, I'd say. That creep was deleterious to me. Whoa, it's a freaking ghost! Where did you come from? This is gonna be a long boss rush, but I do think it's worth it for quad shot. And 2 of hearts means there's very, very little chance of us dying. Hopefully. I'll admit, it's not the most encouraging start. Little Gish has recently been buffed to have 400 times the amount of HP it used to, apparently. Finally killed an enemy. Okay, this is like a more sane wave. Excuse me, streamer, it's called a sine wave. You know, I'm not gonna shame you for telling me about sine waves. I appreciate it, actually. Stay in school, kids. Don't be a fool. Learning's cool. I beg you. Stop this madness. Alexander, be reasonable. Ah! I have just been overcome by a hunger, the likes of which I have not felt in quite some time. Stomach, please. Relax temporarily. Great use of Krampus's head there. We killed about 1.001 enemies. That's okay. I'm starting to think that this may not have been worth it. I mean, we've only killed 3 waves out of... I actually forgot how many waves are in boss rush. 15? I think it's 15. Mind you, we really only have to kill 10. And if we play our cards right, Krampus's head should kill the other ones for us. But that's not how that first Krampus's head wave went. Mind you, we only have to kill 6.8 because Bob's brain should kill, you know, half of a boss every time it fires, which 33.3% repeating, of course. There we go. Okay, Krampus's head is ready. Bonesaw is ready. Much better. And then we got the Frail. Frail's no problem. Frail got me on my knees. Right? I can't help it. I'm too white. I can't sing Layla by Eric Clapton. I can only do Eric Clapton MTV Unplugged version of Layla. Because it's the whitest dad song of all time. I'm not even saying that with any connotations. But it's just like every dad has one, you know, emergency safe. And if you crack it, inside, you'll find US dollars, no matter what country it is. Because they're accepted everywhere. And a Blu-ray DVD of Eric Clapton Unplugged that they got for Christmas one year because they love the song so much. And you never know when you might need his classical rock stylings. Layla got me on my knees, Layla. Layla. Crash Test Dummies do Eric Clapton's MTV Unplugged version of Layla. That's okay. Michael Caine does the Crash Test Dummies singing Eric Clapton's MTV Unplugged version of Layla. That would be like, Layla, she got me on my knees, Layla. It's, at this point, it just becomes like I had a mouthful of Play-Doh. Bruce Wayne. Now that was a real mine. He would not be caught swinging around in no jungle scape. Dumb as your nape in the forest. Please, end boss rush. So I can end this charade. No, we get hit one more time. Then we pop. Then we pop the Two of Hearts. We've been here for like 4 minutes already. Maybe even slightly longer. I mean, this run, I said it was going to be an easy victory. Is it actually going to be an easy victory? I don't know. Why don't you talk to like my last 8 items? Let's go through them one by one. Ouija board. Pretty bad. Not horrible. Bob's brain. Situationally actually quite good. HP. Like the smallest unit of growth that we can get that actually is still positive for us. Fanny pack. Largely worthless unless we have something like an IV bag, but occasionally good. A speed upgrade. Decent. Second key piece. Provides us with no actual gameplay benefit, but is a necessary piece of the puzzle. Blood bag is another HP upgrade. Stem cells is another HP upgrade. Polaroid. Gotta pick it up. Not gonna be able to get much use out of it. Quad shot. Actually pretty good. But like you can see, we're not really charting upwards when it comes to our damage. Bob's brain and quad shot are the most significant damage upgrades we've picked up in our entire adult lives on this run. We gotta be getting close to the end here. It's getting ridiculous. Are we gonna fight Hush on this one? Are you gonna shut your mouth on this one? Hey, that's my... I'm sorry, I lash out sometimes. In times of trouble, little Chad, comfort me. Singing words of wisdom is this way 15. Way 15, way 15, way 15, way 15. This is my favorite One Direction song, way 15. If you said Northernlion, that's not One Direction, that's the Beatles. You're part of the problem again. You've played right into my hands. I just Palpatined your ass. And now I'm gonna turn your ass into the Velveteen Rabbit. And then I'm gonna smear it with Velveeta and feed my cheese habit. I don't know. At this point, conversationally, brain's running on fucking glycogen right here. It's doing what it can. That was alright. That was, considering we got 2 tanky enemies, I can't be too disappointed that the cage didn't die in one hit. Please, thank God. Okay. 6-minute boss rush is done. We got quad shot, X-ray vision. Not bad. Not game winning, but not bad. Oh, I would have wanted that to be an Emperor card quite dearly. Here's the deal. I will try to fight Mega Satan if I feel like we have a reasonable chance of victory. Do I feel like we have a reasonable chance of victory if you took a snapshot of our current run? Yes. Yes, I do, actually. But if we go down to the chest, we've not improved our damage very much, and we've lost like a little bit of HP, not from deals with the devil, but we're just like 3 HP down. That could change, and I think that's fair. Like I think it's like a, you know, you can't implicate your spouse in a murder or something like that. You can't be forced to testify against your spouse, right? Like, that's what we're looking at here. I can't be forced to kill my own run, is my perspective. Seraphim is an okay deal with the angel item. Hematemesis may have just fucked us to death. Thanks a lot, Hematemesis. You got the devil's dick. Okay, we're kind of back in the saddle again here. I don't really want to fight a mini-boss. Yeah, okay. Well, we're not getting deals with the devil, so we better hope for like a magic mush out of this boss fight, because that's the only way we're pulling out of this, you know, spiral of doom and destruction. Well, that's not fair. The run's actually pretty okay. Still, even at this point. Should have stayed at a half heart, but my sneaking suspicion is that that's not likely to be super relevant right now, but it very much may get to that point for the cathedral for sure. Emperor. Judgment. Judgment's okay. Puberty's not. I Can See Forever is meaningless. Friends Till the End is decent. Pheromones is okay. Balls of Steel's beautiful. Use Judgment. It's a Timon and Judgment. I'd really like to get a syringe or a deal with the devil item via this, so it's really tempting. He's gonna take 3 hearts for it, though. At least. We do have fanny pack. It's giving us all sorts of delicious money right now. Money and keys. Ooh, lovely. You gave me a pill. The pill is I can see forever. Oh, come on, you little bitch. Ah! Okay, let's go find our regular secret room. Normally, I would not do this. But I'm feeling starved for damage. It would be too Northernlion-y for this run to end after I said we can't imagine a situation in which we wouldn't win. We have too much HP. Okay, pills. Pills are good. 2 of the same pill. It is balls o' steel. That's real good. I can see forever is getting a little hilarious. Bombs are key. I think we're fine with as is. Don't really want to do that room even with the death card. Okay, that was good. Well, we do want our second balls of steel pill. I think we give him our last red heart for 2 more plays. And you know what? We might as well give him 1 spirit heart. Turns out the half heart was relevant. We would have gotten like 3 or 4 more plays out of the Demon Judgment if we played our cards right. Okay. I think we do give him 1 more because of balls of steel. You fucker. You know what? Gave him a little more. Now we got some invincibility. I really would have liked that to be full health. You little bitch. I can't believe you got me under the siren spell here. Paralysis. Yes! Who do you think you are? I am! Sin Robes, are you kidding? Cadillac Fairview doesn't want me in? Let's do this. Scarred Wound 2. Okay, I mean, never do that, by the way. Never do what I did there. That was for experienced Isaac fucking idiots only, and it worked out. That's as much as I thrill seek in my life right there, is playing that Demon Judgment to put us very close to the brink of death. In all likelihood, that should have resulted in us dying. The fact that it didn't means that this is a bad video game that doesn't punish me. I'm joking, but still. We, you shouldn't have played with fire there. The only playing with fire I like to do is listening to Kevin Federline's album called Playing with Fire. I don't think we want to go to that curse room. It's a little too risky at this point. There is a tinted rock. The tinted rock provides me with nothing right now. But in the future, that may become quite a valuable little swath of nothing. Ooh, thank you, Fanny Pack. Sorry I called you useless. It looks like you finally did give me a spirit heart. Bloody Penny actually seems way more useful than Liberty Cap right now. Good shit. There's an enemy? Oh, I God's fleshed him. Okay, dokie. Don't need the spirit heart yet. Come down. We got telepills. What's the telepills used for? Well, it teleports you to another room. That's kind of surprised you don't know that. If you've been watching a lot of Isaac content, it's a little surprising. I mean, it's not a rare pill. It's been in the game for a long time. But you know, everybody learns at their own pace, so don't be offended by it or anything like that. Whew. Okay. Now the path to victory is significantly more illuminated than it appeared to be semi-recently. Got a reasonable ability to get red hearts. It's not like our damage has improved much thanks to Sin Robes, but it is still a noticeable improvement. Not enough to one-shot Isaac, but enough to not feel like we're being totally hamstrung. I don't know what we use telepills for. Maybe to try to skip through the cathedral a little faster. Yep, okay. That was pretty much ideal. And our angel item, Sworn Protector, shows up so rarely that I actually did not know what that was momentarily. So, excuse me, get in there. It's another orbital. Doing really well on defensive items so far, I suppose, if you want to try to be as positive as is possible. Spawn room was there. I have 4 bombs. I would love nothing more than to use these to never have to fight this fucking room. Stay away from me, you little bitch. What did you just say about me? I'll have you know I graduated top of my class. I've got over 300 confirmed mom kills. Help. Give me, not HP. Give me someone to lean on. Give me a compass. Give me a C. Give me a O. Give me a M. What's that spell? The top level domain for a company. Okay. Well, I mean, he basically killed himself, so I can't be held responsible for that. Legally speaking. Don't really want to step on these enemies, even if I do God's Flesh them, because they just create more. Penny gives us potentially a half red heart. Now is about the time where, as prognosticated, we should probably start to care about maintaining a half heart interval. And if we can do that, well, we become very slightly harder to kill. Yeah, well, that'll do it. Might as well hit this anyway. Second secret room. Seems to indicate to me telepills may have actually worked out at our favor, or in our favor, at the cost of, you know, a few bombs, but still. Safety cap. No thank you. Blackheart, yes, thank you very much. You're welcome. Whatever you say to people who have done something positively for you. We're not going to have a full charge of Krampus's head here, but that's okay. I would rather fight Isaac without having Krampus's head than go do that fucking super envy room without Krampus's head. So, any day of the week. Got an eternal heart, which gives us one full heart on the next floor, so it doesn't fuck up our half heart intervals. I did get hit there, apparently. I didn't even see that. Probably more of a reflection of my eyesight than anything else. Okay. The good thing about Bob's Brain, you only really notice this on runs where your damage is pretty bad, but the good thing about Bob's Brain is it makes it so that if you hit Isaac with it, he'll never not go back to his teleporting phase after his first shot. Like his first barrage there. It does, like, I think exactly enough damage, whether by design or accidentally, to keep him from being able to just, like, fly around constantly and not give you a break to actually dodge. Which is really, really useful, actually. Surprisingly useful, because you use that period to kind of regroup, but also to put yourself in a situation where you can hit him before he actually fires again. Otherwise, he's firing, like, fucking endlessly. Okay, Rotten Baby, Rubber Cement, Proptosis, and the Shears. I think we have to fight Mega Satan, and I'm completely okay with that. We'll take the Shears into the Mega Satan fight. This should create two Shears babies. That was a really, really good chest. They're going to chew up his hand something fierce. They're not going to do very well against Mega Satan himself, because I don't actually think they can get up to his hitbox in there. But they're going to do a fucking, you know, they're going to do gangbusters here against our other enemies. Let's not forget, you know, Proptosis, a pretty solid get at this point in our lives as well. Oh, this is where Shears comes to shine. And this is where the enemies come to die. Proptosis Rubber Cement is actually kind of interesting as well, because after your shots hit, they bounce around but get smaller. Like they don't instantly die, which is nice. I mean, that works with Rubber Cement to begin with, but still. Oh, this is like a totally acceptable Mega Satan finish. I mean, things were a little dicey in there. It turns out we basically did not at all need to actually get ceremonial robes, but weirdly enough, that's like the moment I'm proudest of on this run, is that completely bullshit play to get ceremonial robes that effectively provided us with like no benefit whatsoever, or very small amounts of benefit anyway. And we can just tank the shit out of this if we want. There we go. That was a fun win, and we have Eden's Blessing, so we got another item coming on our next Eden run to start with, which just gives us a better chance of success as well. Dude, I don't care. Shoot me as much as you want. You're not taking me down here. There's no damage penalty to be afraid of. Easy. All right. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that run. If you did, click the like button. Upside a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.